What's up, Ranger Nation? We are back, we are back for a brand new season of Power Rangers Beast Morphers. This is episode number 1. It is titled Believe It or Not, you guys. So, I'm so excited that this season is back. I hope season 2, lives up to the hype of season 1. It's no super season, thank God. So yeah, let's go ahead and just jump into this episode review, you guys, shall we? Alright, guys, so the episode, we open up, everything is at peace in Coral Harbor. We see Devin and Blaze, they're at the Riptide Gym. They're working out with each other, and they're actually getting along with each other. We also saw that Ravi and Roxy are back together. They're out on a date with each other. So then we also see Mayor Daniels, who's on the TV, on all them screens in Coral Harbor, and he's basically telling them that they are building a new Morphex tower. So then we see the Rangers, they get a call to go to training. So they're training. Ben and Betty are there, bumbling around, and then Nate comes in. He has the Beast X Ultra Blaster. They use it. It malfunctions, so it just starts shooting everywhere. And they was like, oh, what, I gotta deal with the stabilizer. So then Steel comes in with this big board where you can see like the Loch Ness monster, you can see Bigfoot and stuff like that. And he's telling the Rangers that Evox is back. And the Rangers like, Steel, we defeated Evox, right? And he says, but look at this. There was a spill of Morphex energy at one of the towers, and no one ever went to clean it up, but it says that people went to clean it up, and Steel is like, it's got to be Evox. And the Rangers are like, Steel, I don't think so. So, he's like, well, how about we do some investigating of this? How about for tomorrow we go training in the woods? They're like, cool, that sounds fun. So, they go to the woods, and they go, actually, I jumped ahead of myself, so let's stop right here. Alright, you guys, so next up we see that Devin, he's met up with Mayor Daniels, because it's been a while since he saw Mayor Daniels, and I think he said Mayor Daniels went to Paris. So, he wants to catch up with his dad, go out to eat, but Mayor Daniels tells him, like, what, Devin, right now is not a good time, it's going to be some late nights coming, going forward. And, Mayor Daniels also did joke with him about people in Paris, happy to know that his son is the Red Ranger. Said, just kidding, I can keep a secret. So then we do see the Rangers, they're in the woods, and they're actually right by the Morphex tower that had the spill. So while they're in the forest, Steel is showing the Rangers a photo of, it's a still photo, and there's an image in it. You can't really tell what the image is, but Steel says that it is, Evox's right-hand man, Scrozzle. And they're like, no, Steel, that's not Scrozzle. He said this picture was taken here just 2 days ago. I found it on the internet, so it's got to be real. So then, Devin says, what, this tree stump right here, I think that's just Scrozzle. He says, okay, maybe that's it. But what about these feet print? That's definitely a robot's footprints. And Nate looks at him like, Steel, those are your footprints, right? He's like, ah. And I'm like, oh, nobody believes my buddy Steel. And he walks away. I'm like, oh, y'all just do my friend Steel. Like, Steel is my boy. Like, I love me some Steel. Out of all the Rangers, I have to say it. I have to say it. Out of all the Rangers, Steel is number 1 in my book. Like, Steel is that dude. He is badass. That's my boy. No one messes with Steel. No one. So, he leaves, and the Rangers are, like, what, maybe we should go after him. I think we hurt his feelings. So when they go after him, they notice that Steel is actually completely right. They see Scrozzle, and they see a platoon of Tronics taking the Morphex energy. So they're like, oh, crap. Oh, Jesus. Like, oh, shit. Like, Steel was right. So, you know what? We owe Steel a big apology. So then Commander Shaw, she calls the Rangers, she checks on them, and Devin tells them, tells her what's going on. We've intercepted, Steel. Well, no, not Steel. We've intercepted, you know, Scrozzle and some Tronics. She says, okay, you know what? She put the Zords on standby. So the Rangers morph, and in true Scrozzle fashion, when they morph, he teleported out with the Morphex energy, leaving behind, you know, a new version of Drilltron. So, you know, the Rangers start to battle with Drilltron and the Tronics. At first, they're getting the best of them, but then, you know, the Tronics, you know, kind of grab them and holding them down. So Drilltron is about to attack them, but still jumps in and he saves the day. So, you know, then Commander Shaw calls the Rangers once again, and she tells them, like, hey, there is, you know, a Gigadrone that's approaching. She says, and it's approaching pretty close to where you guys are currently standing, and boom, drops the Gigadrone in the ground to go down to where the Morphix is, and they're like, great, just what we needed today. So now they've decided to split up. So what they are doing is, Steel and Zoe, they're gonna fight the Robotron. Then Nate, Devin, and Ravi are going to, you know, take on the Gigadrone. So, you know, we see, you know, so the Racer Zord is lowering, you know, I can't remember what the name of Nate's Zord is. Nate's Zord is lowering, you know, Devin into the ground so he can, you know, get to the Gigadrone, while Zoe and Steel are fighting with the Robotron. They do eventually destroy the Robotron. Now we also were introduced to some new creations of I guess Scrozzle, you would say. We are introduced to some Gigatronics, and you know, Ravi is trying to hold off the Gigatronics, but you know, it's 2 against 1, and he's not really, he can hold one, but then the other one tries to get around him. But once, you know, Zoe and Steel defeat the Robotron, they go and help, you know, with the Gigatronics. You guys, I'm trying to get myself together, so bear with me on this one. So we do see that they, you know, finally are able to defeat them. Now, when Devin actually got down in the ground where the Gigadrone is, he was also intercepted by some more Gigatronics. So, you know, he took out those Gigatronics, and he had Nate lower his hook down, and he attached it to the Gigadrone, taking him up to the surface, so that way they can fight him up there, get him away from the, you know, the Morphex energy. So they eventually defeated that one as well. So, you know, then we close out the episode. So we see the Rangers there at, you know, back at Grill Battle Force. Commander Shaw's talking to them. And she is, you know, they're talking about Evox. They haven't been able to find out where Evox is hiding at this point. He's not in the cyber dimension because the cyber dimension is destroyed. They just don't know where he is. So the Rangers do eventually apologize to Steel for not believing him. He's like, oh, no, it's okay. He says, but what you guys can help me do is find this Loch Ness monster. And I'm like, cool, that's fine. So, you know, overall, it wasn't as strong of an episode as season 1's premiere episode, but it was good nonetheless. I did enjoy it, I have to say that. And I do like the fact that in this episode, they used a lot it was so much. Well, I don't know about the Zord fight. I didn't watch Go Buster, so I can't really say about the Zord fight that was, you know, original footage. But what I can say is that when the Rangers were fighting in their suits, majority of that was original footage. There was one scene where, you know, you saw Zoe and Steel fighting, and you know that was Sentai footage, but that was just that scene. For the most part, the fight scenes were US footage, which I love that. I love that about, you know, Beast Morphers, that we do use a lot of US footage, but we do actually use some of the Sentai footage, and it's meshed well together. It's meshed very well together. So you guys, that was the episode. Please let me know what you guys think about the episode. Like this video, leave your comments, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification button so you guys know when I drop anything else, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. So Ranger Nation, you know, I know on this side of my channel, I've neglected it. I haven't done more phenomenal Ranger talk in some months. So I'm gonna get back to doing it, you guys. I'm probably gonna give you guys a video tomorrow. I meant to do this video last week. Actually, I'm probably gonna give you guys 2 videos this weekend, because I'm gonna do since we're wrapping up Black History Month, I'm gonna do a Black History for Power Rangers. You know, do my favorite Red Rangers, do my favorite African American Rangers in general. And also, I meant to do this last week, the video, you guys, because you guys remember last year, I did the 10-year anniversary of Power Rangers RPM, and I did the 20-year anniversary of Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. I missed the 20-year anniversary of Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue this year, but you guys, I am going to still do that video. So look for that video sometime tomorrow. It will be up. So until then, Ranger Nation, peace out. I will catch you guys later.